Euthanasia from Megadeth. It came out in 1994, and I believe Dave was back on the needle. He was, doing drugs again. His reason for doing so was he fell short of Metallica a little bit. Metallica and Megadeth, out of all the metal bands, they were pretty much way higher than everyone else. They even exceeded like Judas Priest and Iron Maiden at this point. But yet Dave still wanted to be better than Metallica. He still had that fieriness to him. So this is kind of the album where he fell apart, not necessarily musically, but more like emotionally and stuff, kind of started to decline from this point on. So the artwork is really interesting. It features like an old lady stringing up babies on a clothesline. I actually really like the artwork, even though it's controversial and weird. Countdown was really bare bones sounding. This album is even more so. It's not necessarily their Black album yet, because a lot of people call Countdown the Megadeth Black album. I think the next album after Euthanasia pretty much is. So this was kind of originally going to be like a Countdown to Extinction Part 2, but a little more of like melody and more of a mainstream sound. Their producer wanted them to slow it down even more, so every song is pretty slow and mellow. And there's not that many changes. The most bare bones, I guess you could say, for Megadeth. What else is interesting is that it's also in E flat, so it sounds a lot heavier and stuff, but I think it sounds really unnatural. So I decided to look it up on YouTube of Euthanasia songs in E tuning, and they sound like they're supposed to sound like that. I don't know what it is. I would recommend those. They sound a lot better in my opinion. Some of them even have a tiny bit sped up, so that it sounds more like it was originally supposed to be with E tuning, so it sounds really great. So the first song, Reckoning Day, is a really cool song. Got a lot of really nice riffs to it as well. The lyrics they feel a little different than Megadeth. Every part that Marty does on this album, he pretty much does like every solo and solo fill, and they're always really great from him. You can't ever hear anything wrong from him in my opinion. Everything he does is great. Now, Train of Consequences, I've never been a big fan of this song. I think this is one of the singles. Dave singing on it is just really irritating to me, and it sounds so poppy to me, and I just never liked this song. Addicted to Chaos, though, is an incredible song. Easily, this and another song off the album are both equal for me of the best Megadeth songs off this album. And one of the best Megadeth songs, too. Even though it's slow, the lyrics are really great and the delivery's so good. And the chorus is beautiful from Dave. Like, his singing is really good on this song. And the solo kind of section part with, I think it was Marty Friedman doing like a Middle Eastern style sounding solo. It's kind of slow. And it's really, really, really cool. A Tout Le Monde is the next song, and this is one of the most famous Megadeth songs because it's pretty much like a ballad, kind of like Nothing Else Matters. It's more about like Dave looking back in his past and stuff, and it's still really cool. It's a very beautiful ballad as well, and an instant Megadeth classic. Now, Elysian Fields is an okay song. The chorus is alright, the riffs throughout are pretty cool too. You probably will expect a nice Marty Friedman solo here or there on every song, so there's nothing really bad except maybe Train of Consequences. Now, The Killing Road is another really great song as well. It has a really nice riffs throughout the whole song, and Dave's lyrics are really cool. The chorus is nice. Every song is a nice verse, nice chorus, nice solo, nice melody. Every single song in this album has that, except two of them, I think, that I don't really like that much. But The Killing Road is easily one of the songs that stands out from the crowd. It sounds more stripped down than mainstream, kind of like Countdown to Extinction did. Blood of Heroes is another song I really like as well. It has a nice kind of weird intro to it, but the singing and lyrics are really cool. What's interesting is he says skin on my teeth in the song. I don't know what it is, but when a band says like another song title in their song that they did in the past, it sounds really weird to me. It's kind of cringeworthy in my opinion. But the rest of the song, Blood of Heroes, is really great and one of my favorites off the whole album. The next song, Family Tree, is more of a poppy kind of song. This is more like the songs like This Is My Life. They're kind of experimenting with a lot of melody, but it's still an alright song. There's no really problems to it. It has a good chorus, nice riff throughout, and the melodies are really nice. And of course, good Marty solo. Euthanasia, the title track, is easily one of my favorites off the whole album. I can't decide between Addicted to Chaos or Euthanasia. Addicted to Chaos has really great melodies and lyrics, and Euthanasia, not necessarily great melodies, but great riffs, and, you know, a great middle section where it's kind of like Ashes in Your Mouth. I think it does like the same swinging effect that Ashes in Your Mouth did. It's very, very similar in style to Ashes in Your Mouth. And I think the lyrics are really great as well. Very well developed and political in some areas as well. I Thought I Knew It All is the next song, and I thought I knew this song. Black Curtains is the second to last song, and this song is very heavy, very, very heavy. Returning to, you know, songs like Killing Road, where it sounds a lot like a Megadeth song off of Countdown to Extinction. The lyrics and the verse are really creepy. It's like a weird offbeat sound, and he sings really like raspy too, so it sounds really creepy. And the chorus, also dark and creepy. And we get to the final song, Victory. Now this song is kind of like a testament to all Megadeth's works, and they featured like every past song like in the lyrics, the song titles of every past song in the lyrics of this song. It's kind of interesting, but to me, I'm not a big fan of this song. But the rest of the parts of the songs where they're not saying that, like the song titles, I actually think that's pretty nice and well developed. Like I said, it stands a testament to the work that they've done, and it's a nice goodbye before they try to experiment a lot with Bud Krager. Also some bonus tracks I want to talk about. Millennium of the Blind, which we'll also talk about on the album 13. This song is kind of more conspiracy theorist. There was Christ and the Antichrist. Absolution is a instrumental that is absolutely amazing. I have no clue why they didn't put this on the actual album. Like, this song would have been really nice to start out the album, kind of like Into the Lungs of Hell. Because it feels like it just gets straight into it with Reckoning Day for no reason. It feels like Absolution originally was the intro, and it feels like it's absent from the album. Through the solo sections and the acoustic guitars just like spiderweb together so well. An amazing bonus track, and I usually don't like bonus tracks, but get this one with the album if you can.